Here we have a few levels that will probably bring out the worst of me, but we'll just take it one at a time, start our split, and here we go. For some reason I thought there was some secret in that little weirdly inaccessible area. Alright, so anyways, we've kind of established in a lot of the commentary how that in this game... Oh, secrets. It wasn't necessarily going for any specific realistic for Super Nintendo graphical style. Oh, you little Mario. I was 2 inches off the screen and it respawned. Forget it, man. But the artistic style is like what? This beautiful hand-drawn, almost like kids with crayons sort of style. So, like, I greatly respect that Nintendo, unlike pretty much every other video game company out there that just pumps out the same garbage year after year, like either EA Sports with their roster updates, but hey, if their games sell millions, it's like, go for it. Or even mobile games. Oh yeah, these guys. But if you look at some sort of like associated artistic risks that Nintendo has been taking with the Yoshi Island kind of franchise, if you will, look at, they decided to make a whole game out of like Yoshi's wool, or woolly wool? Can't remember exactly what it's called, but... And so therefore you have the entire concept of everything, the enemies, the attacks, the gimmicks are all unravelable by virtue of its wool stitched together. Whew, spicy. Sad. And granted, I kind of regret to say that I haven't actually tried out any of the Yoshi games by virtue of what kind of did it in for me was, and it's unlikely that I'll stream it, Yoshi's Island for Nintendo 64. Now, there are 2 Nintendo 64 games that I can name that I never played before, but sat down, played for the first time, and completed in my first setting. That would be Yoshi Story and Kirby 64. So obviously this is a very long game, even at about an hour per world. That's 6 hours. Like, it certainly didn't take me 6 hours to beat Yoshi's Story on the first time, I might add. Man, he is just gonna run. So due to the simplicity of Yoshi's Story, it really destroyed all future interest. Does that look like a face? Look at that. That is cool. Any future interest in Yoshi's Island type games. Especially like, here's another thing too. Oh! A lot of people had some pretty negative things to say about the DS game. What was it called? There was a DS game of Yoshi's Island. So that didn't really do anything for my enthusiasm. Plus, unfortunately, we live in a world where it's... Oh man, how am I supposed to get that? We live in a world where there's just so many video games out there, it's impossible to play all of them. It's impossible to play all of the good video games out there. Which is an interesting departure from, like, for example, when video games started to become popular in the first place. It was the fact that there were so many great games and great companies, great competitive edges out there that you kind of stopped having time to play every single video game that got invented. But you still had time to play all of the good games out there. Yes, instantly that lava that doesn't even look like it's barely covering the ground will insta-kill you. So careful not to touch it. Stay away from you, baby thieves. Then, fast forward like maybe a decade after that, to where any given one person can't even have time to play all of the great games that get produced. So you have to even be more picky and choosy about what you choose to spend your time with. Prolong the agony. Oh, I'm flying under the stage. Let's maybe not overshoot this jump. Ooh. Yes, the Baby Mario scene. Oh ho ho, got it. I like how everything in these Baby Mario sections are just so trolly to delay you. Ha! Gotta be smarter than the baby. Beware of the spinning logs. And I mean, especially if you look at what is the overall length of retro games, if you, like, maybe take away the aspect of the practice or getting good, the games themselves can be completed from beginning to end fairly quickly, right? But, like a lot of modern games, especially if you're going to 100% them, it's a lot more than a few hours. Well, Mario, please come back. See, all you have to do, that's the secret of parenting right there. You just say it nicely. You don't lose your temper. You don't scream. Ha! Oh boy. Hallucinogenic fuzzies on very small mushroom platforms. Oh yeah, I can just hit these with eggs. I'm all trying to dodge them all. Alright, checkpoint. Oh man. Well, oh, nice. Holy cow. Oh yeah, secret. Okay, I remember. I remember this now. Oh, nice. Who needs platforms, baby? 12:59. Alright, upcoming is an interesting boss. Tap Tap the Red-Nosed Fort is like the only boss in the entire game that is, in some sense, unbeatable. What does this mean? How do you actually win? Stay tuned. Well then, come on out there, little boo. You've got babies. Close. Too close. Ooh. Alright, key. And our infamous blue spikes. Alright, so remember that one boss? It's back. Some subliminal messages there with the Tap Taps. Did I mention this is Tap Tap the Red Noses Fort? Man, I used to have this memorized where I need to go. Now I don't even remember. I swear there's a speedrun strat skip there. I don't know. Like I said, everything is so minorly out of reach. It's ridiculous. Do we just go down to the next? Okay, in all fairness, I had to test this to see, because I couldn't quite remember. We just took the pipe up to the next level, right? So I thought, if I drop down, do I just drop down to the end? Like, back down to this section? Alright, so we gotta brute force this a little bit to find where that key is. So this will be base level 1. So nice of you, thank you. Because, you know, typically when I get to a dead end and there was only one way in, I have no idea which way to go. So thank God they had those left turned arrows so that I knew I had to go back the way whence I came. Come on, I got 4 eggs left. Better give me a key, but I don't think it does. Is this like a flower room? Oh ho ho! Look at that. 5 seconds ago, he says, I don't think this drops a key. Better give me a key, but I don't think it does. Is this like a flower room? Alright, so that's a dead end there. Double arrow. Alright, that was the dead end pointing that way. I've gone up there already. Aha, there's the key door. Well, key pipe. I'm pretty sure this is another lava pit that speedrunners can, like, flutter over using crazy skills. Oh boy. Oh! Or maybe it's this part, or maybe it's both, I don't know. But we'll just take the, you know, nice, slow little grandma, grandpa pathway over the lava, riding this log like a nice little auto level. See, not only is Nintendo the original troll makers, they're the original auto level makers too. Look, I'm not pressing anything. I don't have to play this game. I can just watch this like a movie, kind of like modern games. Oh snap, shots fired. But speaking of that, way too many modern games are nothing but interactive movies. They're like not actual video games. Eek! How did you? I never expected you to get this far. Now it's over. Your game ends here. Sorry, I'm not super into the villain voice today. Catch me on a better day. So you can hit this guy with eggs until the end of time, and nothing will ever happen. Because like I said, he's invincible. But you might notice there are some eggplants up there. Not eggplants, but you know, eggplants. So you just have to, it's going for perfect stars there too. You have to make a big enough gap, which is ridiculous how he fit through there, and then hit him into the lava. But in this case, he just fell into the lava himself. Programming, kids. Programming. Okay. The next level is